everyone, welcome to a new live stream. So today I decided to move with the live stream because of course I'm a little bit busy first, and I want to update you of course for the altcoins still, because I already made the update for Bitcoin. So first I wish you of course a nice start for the week, and nice to see all of you here. And this live stream is gonna be, of course, to analyze the altcoins. Basically, the main altcoins we're gonna see: Ethereum, Solana, Injective, Sui, FET, Render, BNB, SPX 6900, and Virtuals. And it's gonna be a very short stream as much as possible. Some requests will be taken, preferably, of course, something very important as coins or the main coins, which we always do. And of course, I'm gonna try my best. So, welcome everyone. Shafi, nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for the live. I hope everyone watching has a great week. Thank you, buddy, very much. And of course, hit the likes and share the stream. Thank you for reminding us always, Shafi. You're the best, man. Thank you. Sui is already there, yes. And Illusion Trade, good morning, buddy. Futures opened super bullish. A heads up of what is to come next for BTC. 119.5k. Well, very possible. Can be. Yes, it is a possibility. But I cannot say super bullish. Even I cannot say bullish yet. This is a different thing. And of course, I already explained this in the analysis. We still below the minimum requirement for a correction for ABC. Just to remind you, A, B, and a C, you need the 1-to-1 fib level, and you're still under the invalidation of bearish, which is here potential impulse. Therefore, be careful. We cannot say we are bullish yet. So next is TG. Hello, buddy. Live again. Yes, let's go. Like button smashed already. Thank you very much, buddy. You're awesome. Thank you for the love. With, yes, sure, buddy. With is one of our list. And Prophet Pulse, how you doing, buddy? I am good, thank you. And we talk about BTC? I already analyzed BTC today, and still the same. And I just, of course, update very fast right now in an overview. So we're still, of course, in a potential correction here, and we might continue the trend downward. Good morning, MT. Hello, AVAX. Okay, we can see AVAX. All right, guys. Let's start with Ethereum, because Ethereum is very interesting. We see something close for the invalidation for Ethereum. So as I mentioned in the live stream, we might be, of course, in double 1-2, wave 3. Currently, wave 4 is very, very deep. Now we're very close to the invalidation to touch, of course, the zone 1 within a wave 4. In an impulse, of course, double 1-2, 3, 4, potentially still unfolding for 5. So we're very close for the invalidation, yes. And of course, even if we reach the 1-to-1 fib level here for a zigzag taken from the A to the B to the C, we can see that we are very, very close for invalidation of the bearish. Now, does it mean bullish? Yes, it can be, of course. It can be, because we are already on the daily, as we mentioned before. Despite the move downward, we don't see really very scary thing here for Ethereum. So I would say, let me just adjust the things. So basically, we are here in potential double 1-2. We still, of course, in those 1-2 and another 1-2. Simply, we got an A, a B, and a C here. Can be, of course, expanding flat or WX and a Y, because expanding flat means you need to finish. You need to finish, of course, the impulse. But if we take invalidation, meaning, of course, we're gonna turn here internally into WX and a Y. Now, I have many counts here. They overlapped. Sorry for that, because I turned on several scenarios, but I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Here we go. So we might be in 1-2, 1-2. And yeah, this is invalidation. And the blue box, of course, here. Yeah, these are our level 1-to-1, which is, of course, anyway, invalidation, right? So very close, unless, of course, we see weakness over there, and we see, of course, continuation for lower prices, yeah, in potential wave 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah. So if we don't see higher prices for Ethereum, I cannot say clearly that we are looking here for something bullish yet. Okay, I need that invalidation to make sure. So in this case, yeah, I just clean it. Okay, this is a wave 3 over there, 4 and a 5 to finish a wave C. Unless you are in W, X, and a Y. W, X, and a Y here. Okay, so 3 potential scenario, 1, 2 is not available anymore. It is invalidated. Even this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we cannot. It is corrective. We took the low. And of course, here we are in potential still in double 1, 2. Unless, of course, we see one more leg invalidation. Now, if we hit exactly the 1 to 1 fib level, are we totally bullish? No, not totally bullish. We need, of course, decisively to move up. And that means, of course, in case you get 1 to 1 fib level, it's true you got invalidation for impulse, but don't forget this. Don't forget this possibility still, all right, in ending diagonal, which is an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, in zigzags, potentially this can be, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C again, zigzags, meaning we continue downwards. So the difference here is the different thing that it might happen is that you simply don't move in a structure impulsive, right? It might turn, of course, into diagonal. Unless, of course, we see really continuation for higher and something really massive. Taking the high is 100% confirmation because anyway, this is always our signal. 5 waves up, 3 waves down, taking the high, confirmation, of course, for higher. And that means, of course, wave 3 will unfold for, of course, massive bull run there. Okay, in case we are in this 1, 2 here. Here we go. This is a wave 2. So yeah, so these are the possibilities, guys, for Ethereum. Yes, we can be bullish, but even if we take invalidation, it doesn't mean 100% bullish. Okay, you still have possibility of ending diagonal to be revised, of course, and analyzed during the next price action. All right, so that's it for Ethereum, I would say. For Solana, let's see, Solana we have here. Okay, on the micro level as well, of course, after this massive drop, we still in potential double 1, 2, of course. The invalidation is very far still, okay, very far. Not yet taken invalidation of bearish. And we're still in a 1 to 1 fib level exactly for an A, B, and a C. The triangle is broken, okay? No triangle scenario. Left scenario is the ABC in a wave 4 potentially. And we start to see some signal. Now, is this corrective? Very likely, yes. Can be corrective because I don't really see a clear impulse here or a diagonal. It might be ABC, it might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But can it still be, of course, an extended ABC? Well, yes. Okay. Therefore, very, very essential to take, of course, the invalidation of bearish as a main signal, of course, right? Which is the price for Solana 217. Now, this is still corrective. I'm still looking for higher. How much higher is going to go? Extended or not? Well, it makes a lot of difference. So, yeah. And still, even if we take it, the same scenario might open. Yeah. You might be in A, B, and a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So, until, of course, we take, but the probability for bullish, of course, increase. But to be like 90% sure, you need to take this high. You need to invalidate the 1, 2 as diagonal. Okay, which is not the all-time high, but this high. And that means, of course, you are in triple 1, 2s. Same scenario still there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect fib levels for a wave 1, 2, and you move up. Okay. So the same thing to be watched. $217, very essential for Solana as well. For injective, if we take a look also at 19 minute 30. So injective, Here we go. And 2 hours. Okay, I think we didn't do so clearly injective before, or we did it and I didn't save it. Sorry, guys. So basically, for injective anyway, we got invalidation since the drop, of course, for this diagonal, and we got something, of course, very massive downward, right? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, I'm not gonna take all this wick. It's insane, right? So we're gonna consider potentially wave 3 somewhere here, your wave 4, your wave 5, and potentially some platform maybe shows this wick is shorter, so much so shorter maybe than this one, because yeah, again, it's problematic with this wick. But anyway, we need, of course, to watch closely the micro level. So invalidation of a bearish given over there, and we're still far. Okay, we're still far. And if I want to consider that this is your wave A, B, and a C, we still exactly as the uncommon target 0.618. And you finish 5 waves, so we gotta be careful. Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it can wave 5 goes higher, taking the 1-to-1 fib level and still moving down. And you're still below, of course, the invalidation of bearish. So we gotta be careful with it. Okay. So also injective still in this area, showing, of course, a potential. But guys, you need an impulse, right? You need an impulse breaking the invalidation. This is our only signal that we can really depend on. Yeah, like securely or safer to depend on. Yeah, so I don't see yet, of course, I don't see it yet ready really to be bullish. We have to be careful. Okay, we have to be careful also from a potential ending diagonal. Same scenario, ABC can be very likely as well. So in a wave 2, of course, A, B, and a C. In a wave 2, meaning this is your wave 2 expanding there. All right. So the same thing. Now, only Ethereum so far shows really good performance and shows something very close, of course, for invalidation. But we didn't took it yet. Will the things sustain? Yeah, we're gonna see. Maybe it's already a diagonal. Maybe it is already. It can be, guys, already an ending diagonal. So we gotta be careful. Sorry, need to hydrate a little bit. I'm talking very fast. Right. Okay, guys. So that's it for Ethereum, Solana, and Injective. Let's see SUI. For SUI at 23 minutes. So for SUI, also not bad as performance is not bad. Is showing like a nice recover almost. But we still, of course, below the 0.618 if we're taking, of course, this small wick here. If the wick, I mean, here is $2. Some other platform is even 0 point something. So I believe this can be very clearly ABC. You finished so far 5 waves, and we see some weakness. So we gotta be careful. We're still below the 0.618, and of course the invalidation not taken yet. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm watching so far for, of course, a clearer decision for the market. Guys, we cannot really make a decision right now because, of course, of this. Yeah, the wick here also is making everything so hard for us. And of course, we have to watch always the micro level. Now, the micro level looks still corrective, unless, of course, we see something like this. Okay, we see an impulse, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, okay, we call bullish again and taking the invalidation and so on. So the same for SUI. I don't see yet, of course, a possibility right now, like great possibility to say we are bullish. But of course, in SUI, you might be here in a potential, longer wave too. Yeah, so and also very unlikely, guys. Like if you take a look at it on the daily, how much possible it is to have a 1, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y very long in time, because this low is taken, right? So very complicated. Now it can be something else even here on the daily. It can be something as triangle. So it can be A, B, C, D, and a E, but that means we drop down. Okay, so we also have to be careful with it. Okay, so this is a very interesting remark here. Okay, so we don't have anyways this diagonal. I'm gonna remove it, and let me remove this. So I'm gonna keep my triangle option here, which it can be, of course, bearish, guys. Okay, after 3 waves up, you might be in A, B, C, D, and a E. Sorry, wave E is downward. How I made it upward before? Sorry, the wave E is downward, meaning we move up. But of course, we still need one more leg down. Yeah. So A, B, C, D, and a E. Okay, we might move up for a wave D, but not taking the high or the all-time high, and then dropping down for a wave E again. So the things might not be really, guys, bullish or taking all-time highs for a while right now. Yeah, until we gain trust again, even for the market, I believe so. So let's see FET at 26 minute as well. For FET, FET, of course, this diagonal also is gone. If we are here in potential 1, 2, and yeah, the double 1, 2 here, because this is double 1, 2, and it cannot be an impulse, you took the low. So this one is invalidated, therefore both invalidated even. Of course, you cannot take one A, B, and a C. That is too much far possibility. And I believe, of course, this is a potential finish W, X, and a Y, 3 ways here. And we're looking at something very deep, of course, for FET. Honestly, I don't see even a strength for it. And it might be a signal. By the way, I remind you, FET and Render were the first coins or altcoins showing a very clear signal as a triangle here. And they were telling us already, hello, a bear market kind of is coming, right? Both Render and FET. And this is exactly what happened. Now, what I see right now on the lower time frame is the same. You're still in a very clear triangle again. And that means, of course, A, B, C, D, E, and we drop down. Okay? So we gotta be careful. There is no ABC so far. FET is the only one who's showing, of course, triangle. The same as before this massive drop. Yeah? It was very clear signal from FET and Render. For Render, let's see also Render. For Render also, I don't see really very strong signal, but of course, it's looking great because, of course, I mean, you hit for the first target 0.618, but you're still far from invalidation again. Not so far, but still far. Okay, I mean, somehow we didn't hit it yet. We need more. We need more stronger, thing here. Even 1-to-1 fib level can take it. Yeah. So as ABC, I'm considering not all the wick, only this part. ABC. Yeah. So that might be a signal. And of course, in case that we transfer here to a zigzag, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, 5. So still the potential, of course, of an ending diagonal can be playing over there. Okay. So we gotta be careful. Now, currently on the 15-minute chart, we see a little bit of weakness, but not that much weakness. Yeah. So I believe, of course, more higher prices can be achieved, but the problem here, your weakness is there. I see simply overlaps, everything. Nothing is impulsive for a wave 5. Unless you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Also horrible for ending diagonal, guys. So weakness, corrective, moving upward, but corrective. Okay. Nothing is impulsive. Now it has started impulsive, but we don't see continuation. and we see weakness. So we gotta be careful with it, right? Yep. So these are the update also for SUI, FET, and render. As we do every day at 30 minutes, we're gonna go with BNB because BNB is showing a lot of power as well lately, and especially on the daily. New all-time high for BNB. New all-time high, which is yeah, incredible, incredible. And that means, of course, I mean, we took the low even with the wick. That's crazy. So how we can count this right now? Yeah, I have to come back to the old scenario. If you remember, my old count was double 1 2 here, double 1 2, and you have another 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 3 here, and your wave 4 has to be considered somewhere here without the wick. Yeah, and of course no invalidation, meaning if we take only the body here, and that means of course 1 2 3 4 5, now you have top potentially for BNB. Okay, meaning wave 4 still there. Yeah, I think this one should be 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yes, wave, let me check a little bit bigger. 1 2. Oh, okay, wave 4 and not finished yet, sorry. Okay, so 1 2 3. Now we finished potentially wave 3. 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Unless that this is a wave 4 and a 5, this is crazy as well. This is crazy. Okay, it can be that you have finished 1 2 3 4 and a 5, yes, without invalidation. So in both case scenarios, I would say it's done. Okay, it's done. You took the high again, and yeah. So be careful with it. Okay, you have 1 2 3 4 5 for wave 3. Honestly, I'm convinced with this yellow scenario, knowing that it is very fast and looking very strong. But don't forget that the wave 2 reflects it. Yeah, it somehow as for the time, it is okay. Yeah, it's perfect. And this is an impulse, a perfect impulse here. 1 2 3 4 5. So I think I'm gonna end up a BNB over there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it over there. Meaning, yes, this might be your wave 3 4 and a 5 there, and I'm gonna take the yellow scenario wave 4 here. Yes. What does it mean next? Of course, we drop down right now. We drop down because you have finished wave 1 at least. If this is a wave 1, you need the wave 2. So currently we drop down, of course, and we move up later on, of course, after yeah, getting a signal. So BNB, very interesting, very interesting. What a chart. Okay, SPX 6900. So for SPX as well, we are looking at a potential wave 3 here. We're looking for a wave 4 anyway, and we were expecting this even before the drop. Now, currently, I think on SPX, are we looking for invalidation already? Let me check. Okay, if this is a wave 2, no, not possible. This scenario is out. This has turned corrective, not impulsive anymore. And we're still looking for something deeper here, definitely. I believe we are in double 1 2, but basically this 1 2 is invalidated. Let me check. Wow, exactly at the top. Wick by wick. I'm not sure, of course. I'm not sure if I have to take it, but anyway, yeah, you have to consider even that you might still have an ending diagonal in this case. Because of course it might be an 1 2 3 4 and a 5 to hit finally here the target. Okay, because what you might have here is an A, B, and a C. Okay, this is your wave B here expanding flat, A, B, and a C, and you might finish as an ending diagonal. Therefore, I'm very convinced that we still need something here to finish up. Plus the 1-to-1 fib level can be a little bit yeah, deeper right now. Here we go. So we gotta be careful with it, guys. Okay, even if invalidation taken, you still have, of course, the ending diagonal. And preferably to take the invalidation decisively with an impulsive structure. This is not yet impulsive. This is a zigzag. It's a 1-to-1 fib level, I believe. Here we go. Here we go. Let's snap it. Okay. Very close to the 1-to-1 fib level, even not hit. So something impulsive should anyway goes above the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning something is still unfolding for lower prices, guys. Or sideways, of course. Or sideways, like A, B, C, D, E. It doesn't have to be very bearish. It might be sideways. We still need, of course, to regain trust in the crypto market, I believe, guys, after what happened, especially in the tension right now, globally. There is a lot of tension. I think we are all waiting for something to happen, like a news or Trump or China trade war and so on, blah blah blah, because we know that this is gonna affect, right? So yeah, and I would say something is being cooked, okay, like right now. Um, yeah. So for virtual, we broke the triangle, so that's a clear signal. It's an A, B, and a C so far. We're still looking here at a potential corrective wave, and we still might get, of course, higher 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Now, to be watched, I'm not gonna take all of it, so I'm gonna shorten it a little bit. So we need to take at least the 1-to-1 fib level. Let's say from this, yeah, okay, but this is too much. But yeah, I have to. I can't. This is a body. All right. So yeah, we're still even below the 0.618, guys. Okay. For virtuals. And invalidation is, of course, still very far. Invalidation of bearish. And that means, of course, we gotta still watch and see what's gonna happen. I'm expecting at least one more high. And watch, of course, the 0.618 reaction and potentially, of course, moving downward again. Yeah, so these are the possibilities, guys, right now for the altcoins. That was it for BNB, SPX, and virtuals. Let's dive a little bit with your special request. And of course, I need to end up the stream after. But before I dive with it, let me check the chat. Hi, sir. Can you touch on near? Yes. Here we go. All right. Let's see JASMY fast. So 37 minute 30. Okay. So for JASMY, okay, triangle broken. That's good. We transfer directly to the A, B, and a C here. Let's check also the fibs. That's okay. Okay, we still below the 1-to-1 fib level. We're still corrective. We gotta be careful. And also with virtual, look, I mean, even I cannot consider this an ABC here. Okay, I deleted the triangle and it was still in triangle. Sorry, guys. Virtuals is very likely in a big triangle here. Okay, because you have from the wick, you have an A move up, B, C, D, and an E, and we drop down. Be careful. In case, of course, yeah, I mean, this is the ABC for the A, B, C, D, and an E, so we gotta be careful. This is different here. From the wick, you have a move up, B, C, D, and an E. This is how we're gonna take it. And currently, we're still below it. Okay, and you need, of course, to take this invalidation of triangle, invalidation of triangle as a signal that we move up. Okay, so that's it for virtuals, for JASMY, sorry. Let's see with at 39 minute 30. All right, with Okay, it looks like also A. You have an A here, 3 ways up, 3 ways down for B, and we are in a wave C. Currently, yes, we took it from, okay, let's take it from the exactly the wick there of this wave A and the wave C. Of course, we still here below it, yeah, so zigzag, you have below even the 0.618. Now, don't forget, if you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you might hit it. 0.618, but yeah, we still corrective here. The triangle is broken, I would say. Okay. Yeah, we still below it, but a wave 5 can be taken, but again, it doesn't mean yet the bullish scenario. Okay. Here, to be bullish, of course, you need to take invalidation again, because you are in a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Okay, so you need to take invalidation very necessarily, guys, to start to be confident about it. Yeah. AVAX after 30, 40-minute 30 AVAX. Okay, so for AVAX, a lot of weakness, still. Yeah, it's still in the triangle actually. It did not left the triangle. Yep. So not looking good. Yeah, not looking good for AVAX. So we gotta be careful. You are here in a potential 1, 2, and then let's say this is a wick. Wave 4 is unfolding. Wave 5 might still take the low, guys. And you are in potential, yeah, double 1, 2 here. Yeah, no, just, yeah, double 1, 2. No, just 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, wave 2, yes. Meaning invalidation is very, very far still, honestly. Yeah, we gotta be careful, guys. We gotta be careful. Yeah, still to be watched. Okay, precaution is very highly recommended. 42-minute for near USD. It's the same like AVAX, still in a triangle, very clear. Okay, you're still in the triangle scenario here. You did not left even for ABC yet. And plus, you finished an impulse kind of, or it can be a zigzag here. It can be the A, B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for extended wave C, and we drop down without taking the high. And that means, of course, you are in a zigzag, 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 and another zigzag, and we drop down. Okay, so yeah. Also, we gotta be careful. Now, the good thing with near is that you took invalidation. Guess why? Because you already start from the high, the drop, meaning this is your 1, 2, 3. But what's going on here? Yeah, it might be something very sideways. So invalidation, I would say, in case we are bearish here, already taken. Okay, if this is a leading diagonal wave 1, wave 2, and you drop down, and that means in a bigger view here, yeah, you might be in an ending diagonal. That means you might be in this scenario. Here we go. In an A, 3 ways down, 3 ways up for a wave B, and you start a 1 as a zigzag, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 to take the low again, meaning longer wave 2 in this case. Yeah, so gotta be careful. A lot of weakness yet. I don't see a strength, signal of strength, of course. And if we are in an ABC anyway, sorry, ABC as a regular flat here, because even you don't have even 5 waves honestly here. It's already clear that it is still very corrective and target not hit. And that of course opens much more likely, of course, the triangle. All right, guys. So that was it for today for the live stream. If you're interested in the stocks, of course, we're moving to the stocks channel, and it's gonna be at the at the market opening in 40 minutes. That was it for today for the crypto market. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes and comments, and wish you to have a nice day. Bye bye.